Let's talk about the new NOVRITSCH LTS laser target system. The laser target system is a way for you to practice drills, the speed of your reloads, target acquisition and all of this in your living room because you're not shooting any BBs. In fact, you don't shoot anything, but you just project a laser at these different targets. Again, it can really help you in getting faster in many aspects. It can help you during the game, or if you go to IPSC ranges or Airsoft IPSC ranges, then this is a great way of really just training at home, and it doesn't require you to go to a field or if you have a backyard. Really, anyone who has some room to do this in can actually do it. Good, let's go through the individual products. At the launch of this lineup, there is 3 products coming out. It's the laser unit, this one right here, that projects the laser. We have a timer target, which, as the name says it measures your time. And then we have the arcade targets, which are simple hit recognition targets, and they can also randomize, but we're gonna get into detail later. First, we're gonna start with the laser unit. Now, this is a Picatinny mounted laser unit that recognizes sound. So, I hope you can see this, but basically when I clap, you can see the laser here on the back of this target. It can recognize the sound of a gearbox, it can recognize the sound of a pistol, so anything really that has a certain loudness, and it can even calibrate to that sound. First of all, just mount it, put it on top of your AEG, or you can also put it on the bottom of your pistol. On top of your AEG, nothing to really worry about, just put it on there, put a battery inside, it runs on a CR123. Next, in order to protect the gearbox, we want to replace the muzzle of the AEG. It's not 100% necessary, but because you keep dry firing your AEG, it's much healthier for the internals if you install the included muzzle reduction here. Basically what it does is it lets the air to compress in the inner barrel, and it gives a bit more resistance to the piston because the piston moves forward, and if there's no resistance from BBs on the inner barrel, over time it can break the gearbox shell. The gun gets a bit more quiet. That's also advantageous, so you don't disturb your neighbors that much. Now we turn the laser unit on. Just hold this button for 3 seconds. Good, and we already see the laser. Now we want to calibrate the unit, which means it should learn the sound of what you're shooting with. Doesn't matter if it's a gas globe pistol or a Nerf gun or an AEG. You go into the calibration mode by clicking this button here 3 times. Good, and now you see it blinking slow, the laser. Now fast, so you shoot 1 time, blinking slow. Now it's fast again, so you have to shoot. It's slow. Now fast again, shoot. Slow. Wait, fast, shoot, slow, good. And now it stopped blinking, which means that this unit, as you can see, can recognize the sound of this AEG. Next, I want to zero the laser to my optic. For this, I can, first of all, I can press these buttons here on the side to activate the laser, just like so. Or I can hold it for a few seconds and it goes into constant mode. What this allows me now is, I have this laser and I can use a flathead screwdriver or also just my fingers. It actually also works with fingers, with your fingernails. You basically want to bring the dot of this laser to your optic. And for me, that's just a few clicks. A few clicks up. Yeah, a few clicks. Probably 1 or 2 to the left. There we go. Now the laser unit is zeroed. I can just press the button on the side again. Now it goes into the standard playing mode, and now I can shoot the AEG and it recognizes and shoots the laser. For the gas blowback pistol, it's a very similar process, but obviously you put it at the bottom. Also, there is a smaller screw included in case you want to run this unit with the NOVRITSCH universal holster, because this thumb screw would interfere with the universal holster. So just put this screw right here, and you can also run it on a pistol, run the calibration, and you're all good to go. With this unit attached, this pistol won't fit into most holsters anymore. You can, however, run it with holsters which grip onto the trigger guard, such as the double tap design holsters and all the replicas. And of course, again, it also works with the NOVRITSCH Universal Holster if you change the thumb screw to the included smaller screw. Let's talk about the timer target. It runs on 3 AAA batteries here in the back. Just open it, put the batteries inside, which are not included, by the way. You have to get these separately. Close the cover, and then you can switch it on. Here is the switch. The first mode is a timer mode that starts the time when you hit the target, and it also stops it when you hit it again, which means you can put this anywhere. The first mode allows me to train stuff like, let's say, a reload. So I shoot the target, do my reload, shoot it again. 3.16 seconds, very slow obviously. You can probably get this down to a quarter of a second or something like this. Now this seems very simple, but later when I will show you how to pair this system with the arcade targets, you will get the idea because you can actually put up a whole range. But I still want to show you that even just having that timer target already allows you to do stuff. Another good example would be a reload on a pistol, or even a drill like, you shoot the target, maybe you run something, you tap it, you do a reload, you run back and you hit it again, and it shows you the time. So even just with the timer unit, you can already do a little bit, of course, paired with the laser unit. Now the second mode has a couple seconds of delay, which allows me to put my gear somewhere else. I can holster my pistol in this time. I could even go into a different room, wait for the beep, and then go through the range or directly at the timer target. To showcase this really quick, let's just hit it.
Are you ready?
You can put the gun here. This is the function of the timer target, and I'm just going to leave it here. Let's just build a small range here. Next are the arcade targets. They come in a set of 3, and also these have 2 different modes. I'm going to go to the second mode first. This second mode is kind of like whack-a-mole, and I'm going to show you how it works. Let's put one here, and one up here. Now this is very simple. You could even put this into different rooms, or you can put them all around you, so you actually have to turn around. But when it beeps and it turns blue, this is when you should hit it. When it's green, you can't hit it. So let's start. And it's random, so you never know when it's coming. With 3 targets you can manage. It's not that stressful. But once you put these 3 targets into different rooms, you get the idea. You would have to run. You hear the sound, you have to run into the room, and then you have to get the targets. Or when you get more arcade targets, let's say 2 sets, and you have 6 targets, you will see it gets very, very stressful, and you really have to react fast to get all of them. Now we're going to explore the first mode, which is a simple target mode. Now this mode is best paired with the target timer. Gonna place them again randomly. Now I hope you guys understand that this is not the best way of putting these targets. You should again spread them through your entire flat in your living room, one under the couch, one in the bathroom, and you really have to go through you have to breach rooms, and you have to maybe lie down to get that one under the couch. You can make this very, very dynamic. But for the purpose of this video, let's keep it simple. So I'm gonna switch this target also to mode 1, the timer target. So now I can measure the time it takes me to hit the timer target, all 3 arcade targets, and then the timer target again. Let's see. It's 3.08 seconds, and now I can repeat and see, can I do it faster, and how fast do I improve actually. 2.6, you see? And this is where a really satisfying feeling comes in, because you keep improving and you just see the time going down. And now I can bring your friends in and you can compete in your living room and doing like a bit of a shooting competition. Now all of these target systems run on a coded laser mode, which means interference like sunlight, or let's say the LiDAR from your phone, that measures your face when you unlock the phone. All of these don't interfere with these targets. However, if you have a different laser emitter, maybe you have the Mantis system, which is used on real steel firearms, or you have any other laser system, those usually come with an uncoded laser. And if you want to use this uncoded laser with our laser targets, you can use an Allen key or anything thin like a toothpick and push it into this pinhole. You will feel a little micro switch. You just press it, and then it goes into the uncoded mode. In this mode, however, the targets are less stable, so maybe someone, opens a curtain and light comes into the room, then they trigger, or when someone unlocks their phone, then the targets can trigger. Just be aware of that. But again, you can pair it with different systems. There we go. This is the NOVRITSCH LTS system. It's a new approach to training with your airsoft guns in your living room, home, anywhere really. And I've been doing it now for a while. It's quite fun because you can kind of choose between, okay, do I play a video game or do I just set up this target range and I just run around? Again, no BBs needed. You're not going to break anything. Maybe you break something if you fall, but that's besides the point. And yeah, you can invite some friends, make a shooting competition at home, annoy your girlfriend with the sound of a gearbox and these constant beepings all around the flat. So go have fun.